Good morning, dear students. In the last class, I have taught you the different natures of environment, right? So, I hope you remember I have taught you like different properties of environment and how to specify the environment I have taught you in the previous class. So, in today's class, I am going to teach you the structure of agents. So, what are the different types of agent programs we have? So, that's what I am going to teach you in today's class. So, most probably there are two possible ways of asking this question. Either they will be asking you like explain the structure of agents, or they may ask you like explain the different types of agent program. So, structure of agents, or they may ask you like different types of agent program. Okay. So, these are the two possible ways of asking this particular question. So, if you see an intelligent agent, an agent, if you see, it has two parts. One is the agent program and another one is the architecture. So, architecture corresponds to the motors like activator, sensor. So, all those things comes under the architecture, and the programming model. So, the one that tells the machine what to do will comes under this agent program. So, this agent program is classified into four types. They are called as symbol reflex agent, model based agent, goal based agent, and utility based agent. So, what are the four types of agent program? Symbol reflex, model based, goal based, as well as utility based agent. Okay. So, there are four types of agent program. So, let us see the first type, that is symbol reflex agent. So, symbol reflex agent is the basic agent program where for an input there will be an output. Okay. So, it is very simple. If you give an input to a particular agent, it processes the input and it gives the output. So, if you see here, we have some condition action rules that when driving a car, if you see a particular vehicle in front of you, the red light of a particular vehicle in front of you glows, then automatically you have to apply the brake of your car. Okay. So, if the red light glows in front of you, you have to apply the brake. So, these kind of rules will be given in this condition action rules. Okay. So, see here, this is the environment. From the environment, the input is given with the help of sensors. Now, what the world is like now. So, that is a general term. Okay. How the world is like now, what is around you, right. So, with the basic the information, you are going to take a action. You must know the effect of the action what you take. For example, if you apply the brake, the vehicle will stop. So, you must know what will happen if you do that particular action. So, this is called a symbol reflex. For a single input, it is going to give you an output. Okay. But you remember like general thing, you must know some general awareness like what the world is like now, what is the environment around you. So, that general term you must know, as well as you must know the what action, if you take a particular action, what will happen. So, that also you must know while taking the decision in symbol reflex agent. Now, we will move on to the second one, that is model based agent. So, while seeing these two diagrams, can you identify the difference? So, the sensors are same, the environments are same. I have the same term what the world is like now here. I have the same term what action I should do now here. I have the activators, effectors and activators both are same. Okay. So, I have the activators here. The only difference is instead of condition action rule, I told you, right, if a red light glows, I have to stop the car, right, I have to apply the brake. So, that is condition action rule. So, instead of condition action rule here, which I used here I am having a model, the experience I am taking into count. So, I have the current state, how the world evolves, the general information, and what my action do. So, with these three terms, I am going to take a action. So, actually the example for this model based agent is, I already gave this similar kind of example. So, I am not getting an input. So, while I was driving a car, what happens is it was very much cloudy. Okay. So, I do not have vision. What is in front of me, I do not have any vision. But still, with some basic information like, I did not see a light in opposite. Okay. I do not see the fog light of other vehicle in opposite. So, like this with some basic information, still I will be able to drive the car slowly. Okay. So, that is called as model based agent. Even though you are not getting an input from the environment, still based on the model or based on the previous experience, still you will be have to in a position to take some decision. So that you call it as model based agent. Okay, so that's why I have these points here. I must know the current state, I must know how the world evolves, I must know what my action do. If I take an action, what will be the result? So those things I must know, and based on that I will be taking an action. So based on a model, I will be taking an action. Based on the previous experience, I will be taking an action. So that you call it as model based agent. Now the third one is goal based agent. So it is very simple. What is goal based agent? Goal based agent, it takes the decision based on the goal. So when I am standing in a path where it diverts into two different paths, you have to choose a path that reaches your goal. One goes to Chennai, one goes to Trichy, or maybe to Kerala. So if I need to go to Chennai, I must choose a path that takes me to Chennai. Okay, so that is goal based agent. So taking the decision based on the goal, you call it as goal based agent. So what is the difference between the model based agent and goal based agent? If you see the same field, what the world is like now, what action I should do now, state, how the world evolves, what my action do, I have all the same fields. The extra what I have is what it will be like if I do an action A. That is, if I take this particular action, will it delivers to a particular goal? So that I must know. So I have included the goal also here. Okay, so these two fields are the only difference which I have included in this particular goal based agent. Okay, so simple reflex agent, if you are giving one input, it is going to give an output. So whatever the input you give, based on it, it processes and gives the output. Model based agent, if you are not getting the input from the environment, still you must be in a position to give an action based on the previous history, based on the model. So that's why you call it as model based agent. What is goal based agent? So based on the goal, you must take a decision. So you cannot simply take a path. You must choose a path that takes you to the destination. So goal based agent. The last one is utility based agent. So utility based agent, if you see, there is only a small change from this particular goal based agent. So for utility based agent, instead of goal, you must replace it with utility. Okay, instead of goal, you must replace it with utility, and here you must add one more state, how happy I will be in such a state. How happy I will be in such a state. So you have to add a rectangle here, and you must add the text like how happy I will be in such a state. Actually, utility based agent means for a particular problem, you will have 5 or 6 solutions. You will have more number of solutions. You have more number of solutions in your hand, remedies in your hand. So among these solutions, you can choose any one of the solution that gives you better performance. So that you call it as utility based agent. Okay. So in the previous all those agent, there will be only one solution. Whereas in utility based agent, you are having 3 or 4 solutions in your hand, and you are given the privilege to choose a solution that gives better performance. So that you call it as utility based agent. That's why you have added it as, see how happy I will be in such a state. Because I have 5 or 6 solutions in my hand, and I am given the privilege to choose a solution that gives better performance. So you are including the state, how happy I will be in such a state. Okay. So in today's class, I have taught you 4 different types of agent programs. Simple reflex agent, for a single input, it gives the output. Whatever input you give, it gives the output. For model based agent, the cameras are not working, I don't know the input, I didn't get the input from the environment. Still, based on the previous information, based on the history, I am taking the decision. That is model based agent. Third one, goal based agent. Based on the goal, I have to take the decision. The previous history, everything is there, but based on the goal, I have to take the decision. Then 4, utility based agent. In utility based agent, I will be having more number of solutions, 3 or 4 solutions. Among those solutions, I have to choose a solution that gives you better performance. So that you call it as utility based agent. Okay. So, these are the 4 types of agent program, and you can also call it a structure of agents. Okay. So, in the next class I will be teaching you about learning agents, how an agent can learn. So, what are the components that is required for an agent to learn for itself. Okay. So, that I will be handling in the next class.